Hey everyone, welcome back. This is JR, founder and CEO of Social Market.
And this is Leon. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer at Social Market.
Yeah, and this is Social Ledger Report, giving you weekly news on the state of crypto, the markets, everything you need to know about where the market's moving.
I really want to talk the Trump stuff. I'm kind of interested.
Yeah, so this is World Liberty Finance. Now, what's interesting is it launched in several blockchains. It launched on several layer twos like Uniswap Chain, Ethereum, Polygon, you name it, which I think is really interesting. But it also launched in Solana. And I'm not surprised on Solana. That's where most of the trading volume happens.
But it's an
Um,
ETH. The DeFi is ETH based. It's an Ethereum mainnet, right?
it should also be on mainnet, Ethereum mainnet chain. But
Okay.
it was in Polygon as well, if I'm not mistaken, and Unichain. So, it's kind of interesting seeing World Liberty Finance in different networks. Now, something I want to show off on Social Market. We've been working on this filtering system, which should kind of give you an idea of what is happening. So I guess it'll make more sense if I only filter out Ethereum-based tokens with Solana. It'll say that Solana here, there is a World Liberty Finance token right here. It's sitting at 21 cents right now, which it's a little bit different than the one in Ethereum. Oh no, it's also at 21 cents.
Yeah,
But
because I think because it hit about 46 cents high and then collapsed to like about the 20. Well, when it would collapse, it was like 23 cents
yes,
within a day. But it was about 46 cents as the high, and then I don't know why it's saying all time high is 21 because I'm pretty sure it was 46 cents.
yeah, so this is inaccurate data, so I do apologize for this, but we're still working to fix this for Social Market. People are actively trading right now based on this recent transactions. To say the least, World Liberty Finance did blow up the first day that it launched on September 1st, and it reached 46 cents. But because on the launch of the token, early investors, and I believe early, the developers, I believe, were only able to sell 20% of their holdings. So that's why it fell down to as much as 21 cents. If I'm not mistaken, it was
Yeah,
20.
so but the team executed like a 47 million token burn, which is about 0.19% of
Yep.
the circulating supply, and that was supposed to like boost confidence and shrink the supply, but it failed to stop that slide. And then the other part of it is there was a few well investors out here. So and I'm looking for the numbers in my notes. Okay,
Yep.
the well investors lost one. One trader lost 1.6 million on a 3x leverage long that collapsed after 64 hours, and then like in paper value they lost about $2 billion here. So it was like it was a hype driven coin, and it's politically branded.
Yep.
There's a lot of market pressure out there. Developers had to blacklist suspicious wallets. There was this dude,
Yep.
I don't know who he is, Justin Sun.
Oh,
There was frozen.
he's the founder of the Tron blockchain, or
Oh,
Tron.
so
Yeah.
Justin Sun. They had to freeze billions of tokens after detecting transfers ahead of the blacklist. So
Oh well.
there was a lot of things like there. The move was actually part of what triggered the 50% price drop, and then raised concerns around centralization and then control of it, which is like the whole thing is, it contradicts the ethos of like DeFi, like decentralized finance. So this is kind
Yeah.
of interesting because the Trump family holds about 25% of this, and like this public listing puts their value somewhere in the $5 to $7 billion range.
That's right.
Like though they're locked from selling, the token's presence really has like just blew up their family wealth in crypto.
Yeah. So this is from BBC. The headline goes: Trump and Son's stake in crypto firm is worth $5 billion. So this is probably after. Well, this is 6 days ago. So this is after the launch of the World Liberty Finance token. There's a couple of interesting comments made here. Well, I say comments, but things that BBC covers about this. Just to kind of glance at this, it talks a little bit about the context background of WLFI or WLF, if you want to call it that. Anyways, so as of Tuesday, World Liberty Finance was trading around 22 cents on exchanges such as Binance and Coinbase after sinking roughly 50% since start of the trading on Monday, which was September 1st. While the fall indicates tepid demand, the coin is still trading at a higher price than what many early buyers would have paid initially, putting them in a line of profit. So because of that statement there, it's pretty clear that, people who sold right away, which they were only, based on the contract, they were only able to sell, 20% up to 20% of their holdings, which, was at 46 cents. So, they made a shit ton of money off of that alone. So this was an insider trading as it gets. This is from Eric Strong. He says, "We're setting a new standard for financial freedom built on trust, speed, and US values." He wrote that on social media. This is a huge moment for the future of money. And then, according to financial disclosures, Trump himself, this is the president, Trump himself holds roughly 15.75 billion World Liberty Finance tokens, worth more than 3.4 billion, making crypto the most significant source of his fortune, which I think is really interesting. And then the Trumps overall control just under a quarter of roughly 100 billion World Liberty Finance tokens that it created last year, giving them claim to holding worth roughly 5 billion as of Tuesday's price. I think it was that much. It was sitting still at around 20 cents. Yeah, so that was BBC, which I think it's a really interesting article. We'll leave the link on the description if you're watching this on YouTube. I have my thoughts, and I don't know if I should share them because, I don't want to make this political. But I think it's ironic how Trump says this is a huge moment for the future of money. And yet there was a lot of insider trading that happened there, which tanked the price. Now, it shouldn't be too surprising knowing that, this happened given the state of the Trump meme coin, especially since a lot of their money is tied to crypto now, as we saw in that article. So if you want to invest in anything that Trump releases, I would probably wait. This is not financial advice, but this is what I would do. If I would invest in anything that Trumps were releasing via crypto, I would probably wait until they sell. And then they're probably going to make some noise, as we saw with Trump meme coin, where, a lot of people sold after he got inducted into being president. And then maybe like a month or two later, they were saying, hey, if you are a Trump meme coin holder, you actually get perks to sit down with the president himself, the big daddy of this country, and get invited to a very intimate and personal dinner. And then after that, we saw the meme coin skyrocket for, I don't know, maybe at least 10%. So just be careful where you put your money, especially when it comes to Trump.
Yeah, I agree with it. Like, there's no clear path. Like, there's too much centralization on this coin. Like,
Yep.
The fact that Trump Oregon's 25%, it's just, at any point they could tank it. It's not in their interest to tank it, but there's just the problems with it.
Agreed. So just put your money where your money is going to be going to, and be careful and do your own research. That's really all that it goes.